Hi Stampers, it's Nancy from StampandShout.com. For those of you who do not know me, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my video tutorial. I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks and inspiration so you can create your own beautiful cards and paper crafts. This week, I'm so excited, I'm featuring a brand new bundle. It's called the Country Bouquet Stamp Set, and it comes with a coordinating punch, and it's brand new in the current mini catalog. So let me just show you really quick. This is everything you can get and lots of ideas that come with the Country Floral Lane Suite. Tonight we're basically going to talk about the stamp set and the punch and the designer series paper, and I have lots of card samples to share with you. I'm going to show you several ways to use the stamps and the punch and the pretty paper so you can make these exact same cards. But I'm telling you, this set is so easy to use. I'm sure that you will come up with many more of your own wonderful creations. Let me back up just 1 second before we get started to talk about this mini catalog. If you go to my blog, StampandShout.com, you can view this catalog online. Like I said, it's new. It's good through January and through April. Also going on right now, January and February, is Celebration. And for those of you who do not know, Celebration is a wonderful time of year because you get extra products. Anytime you buy any items in the mini catalog or the annual catalog and you spend $50, you can look through the Celebration catalog and choose a free item. So if you spend $50, you pick one item. If you spend $100, you pick 2 items, and it goes on like that. There's a lot of great stamps in here. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel because you're going to see lots of ideas that cards that I'm going to create using both stamps from the mini catalog and the Celebration catalog. So click subscribe if you don't want to miss that. What else is there? Oh, just really quick, there's a great promo that Stampin' Up! Is doing right now, and it's with regards to the starter kit. And the starter kit is always a great deal, but right now it's even better. You spend $99 and you get $175 worth of products. And there's one other little perk that in there that you can also get the embossing machine by spending an extra 30 bucks. So anyway, I'm not going to go through all that right now. I'm sure you want to get on to what we're going to be making, but if you visit my blog, you can get all that information there. And as always, you can contact me, stampandshout@gmail.com. So let's get started here. So the Country Bouquet Stamp Set, like I said, comes with the coordinating punch. So here's the punch, and they come all nice little stacked like that. It's got the little slider button that unlocks it. So now it's ready to go, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So we have, with this stamp set, you can punch 2 different hearts, or 3 different hearts actually. Outline heart, a patterned heart with the little tiny heart, and the leaves. So let's just get started. We'll do the outline heart first. So whatever you punch, first thing you want to do is look at the punch and where you slide the paper in, and that'll give you an idea of where to punch on the paper. Now, if I were to punch way up here on top, I would have to slide this in all the way and able to punch it out to outline it. And if I only want the heart, I've wasted a lot of paper. So I know that just for this one heart, I'm going to stamp down in this bottom corner. So let me ink this up, and this example is stamped in Sweet Sorbet. So I'm going to punch or stamp right down there in the bottom corner. Look at that beautiful outline. Then I can just slide the paper in. You line it up and give it a punch. And you get that beautiful little heart. So that's the first stamp in the set. The next one actually stamps the large heart and the small heart. And again, if you only want the large heart, you could, we'll just do that. We'll stamp right down at the bottom of this piece of paper. Actually, let me turn it. We're going to stamp it right here. So it gives you a little bit of an uneven look. It's very artistic, really pretty. I like it. And you just go ahead and stamp out your one little heart. But whenever I do it, if I'm going to be punching this or stamping with this one, I like to do both of them because I save all the little pieces, and I'll show you what I mean. So there I've got both, and I can slide my punch in all the way. Now the punch is made out to punch both hearts and leaves. I'm going for just the hearts right now, so I do have a little bit of a waste there. I'm not too worried about that. Give it a punch, and now I have the big heart and the small heart, and like I said, I save all those little pieces because I end up using them. So in a little bit, when I show you some of my card samples, you'll know what I mean. So let's say you just want to punch out the leaves. The easiest way to do that is with a strip of paper. Easiest way and the best way so you don't waste a lot of paper. So let's just ink this up. We're going to bring in the leaf stamp, which is 2 leaves on 1 stamp. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp it on this strip. This strip's about a 1-inch piece of paper. So there you go. Now I can slide that right into my punch, and I'm not wasting a lot of paper for the heart segments. So I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze it, and now I can have 2 leaves. So obviously there's a lot of different things you can do just with the leaves. You could make yourself a wreath. You could add them to any other stamp set that you may have. So that's a quick and easy way just to punch out the leaves. So let's say that you want to punch out all of the components. Well, an easy way to do that is just take a scrap, and there's a little card scrap here, and go ahead and slide it in all the way and give it a punch. So I end up now with that little stencil, and I can bring in my white piece of paper or whatever color you're stamping on, and I can line that up. And I'm just going to hold it in place. I'm not too worried that it's going to move too much. So I'm going to go ahead and line my stamp right in that little template that I have. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp the leaves. And now I can go ahead and punch out all the pieces at one time. So there are some quick and easy ways to use that punch, but that's not all. There are other ways. So let me bring in, this is a piece of paper, designer series paper, and I didn't even talk about this yet, but this is one of the coordinating packs of paper that comes with the Country Bouquet set, and it's called Country Gingham. It's 6 by 6 pieces of paper, and as you can see, there's several different designs of gingham, and the colors are balmy blue, mint macaron, petal pink, and sweet sorbet. So all of these colors also coordinate with the 12 by 12 designer series paper, and this is called Country Floral. And let me just show you this paper really, really quick. Again, the colors in here are balmy blue, mint macaron. Let me close this up. Balmy blue, mint macaron, petal pink, and what was that last one? Sweet sorbet and mossy meadow. So those are all the colors. So whenever you create your card, you just bring your little stamp sets out and start stamping in those colors. This piece, we're going to come back to that. But just really quick, here are the pages. And one side has hearts or flowers, and the other side has a pretty pattern. This paper, isn't this pretty with the bikes? Really, really pretty. And I want to show you another way to use this punch. So this piece of the designer series paper is actually meant to coordinate with the punch also. So you can slide it in, and I'm lining it up, and I'm punching out the heart and the leaves. Just like that, really easy. So that's a quick and easy way for you to get your images. I am going to show you some cards with how I did that. And let's see what else we have. The next stamp that I want to show you in this stamp set is one of my favorite types of stamps, and it's called a two-step stamp. Doesn't coordinate with the punch, but it's so pretty. It's a floral heart with some leaf images, and it's two-step, which means you stamp with one stamp and then you stamp with the other. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up the floral part of that stamp in Sweet Sorbet. And these are polymer stamps, which means you can see through them, which makes it so easy to line it up. So now I'm going to bring in the other stamp. This is mint macaron, and the other stamp has the leaves, and it finishes off this heart. And it's very easy to line up because you can see through it. So I'm basically looking at all the little blank spots that I see through this stamp. And there you go, a perfect, perfect, perfect heart. Isn't that gorgeous? So I have punched and stamped so many of these. And again, I'm going to show you some card samples at the end where I put all of these together to create these pretty cards. So what you can also do with that is you can go ahead and stamp that right on your card. You can also fussy cut that out perfectly so you have a nice heart. Or you can bring your punch back in and line it up so that heart image, let me do it this way so the hearts are going the other way. And now I have a pretty heart with a beautiful pattern to it. So that's another way for you to use your punch. But I wanted to go back to this designer series paper and show you one other way. So I'm going to bring the outline stamp back in, and I'm going to ink it up and stamp right on the designer series paper. So there's so many designer series papers in here that this works with. I'm just choosing this one because it's really shows it off well. Again, lining it up in that punch. And now I have that pretty heart with the outline. Or you could just punch out the designer series paper without stamping on it, and that also gives you another heart. So lots of ways to use that punch. And again, isn't that two-step stamp beautiful? This stamp set also comes with great sentiments, which I'm going to show you on some of my examples. Of course, it has Happy Valentine's Day. Just wanted to say is a great sentiment to put on the front of your card, and then you can stamp whatever you'd like on the inside or just leave it blank and write your own special words. Comes with For You, great for tags and your cards. I love you, with love, and I love that we are friends. It also comes with several little smaller detailed stamps, which are great for adding that little extra detail on the inside of your card or to the side of your card, wherever there's a blank spot that you think those elements would look good. This stamp set has that. So let me see if I can get my samples out here and show them to you. I think I showed you everything I wanted to show you. And now let me bring in my samples. And we'll talk about the different ways that I put this together. So my first card, it's a little bit of a fancy fold card, and it's in the Sweet Sorbet. So again, I have that Country Gingham Designer Series paper, and I did the cutout with the scalloped contour dies. And there's a little bit of the Heart Designer Series paper, and I stamped an outline heart, and I stamped the solid heart. Or again, you could cut that heart out, punch it out from that designer series paper. So there are the two hearts stamped that I punched out, and then I added a little bit of ribbon. That's my first card. This card shows you that two-step stamp. Now this was stamped right on the paper, and then I cut it out with a circle and layered it with my layering circles. And then I loved that paper so much I wanted to be able to use a lot of it on one card, so I went ahead and added strips of the Designer Series paper there. And again, just wanted to say I love that we are friends. And here's an example of where I used all those little detailed stamps just to add a little bit of interest to the inside of my card. That again is Balmy Blue. And then my last card, oh my gosh, you guys, I just love this one. This one has the little tag and it says for you. That little tag is from the hydrangea dies, but everything else is from the Country Floral stamps, paper, and punch. So I have a piece of the Designer Series paper, and look at all the hearts that I did here. So I punched out hearts from the Designer Series paper. That one is stamped and punched out. I stamped the outline, and this one is stamped from the design, or is punched out from the Designer Series paper. And this is an example of me stamping with that two-step stamp and then punching out a heart. I also have some texture on here with the new cane weave embossing folder. And then inside, Happy Valentine's Day with a little strip of that Designer Series paper. So let me show you one other card. So here's another card I wanted to show you. Two different cards done with two different color Designer Series paper. So Mint Macaron and Sweet Sorbet. So I thought they were both really, really pretty. But for my make and takes tonight, I have these three cards, and the make and takes are available with a $30 minimum purchase at my online store. So I do hope that you enjoyed my video. You liked my card ideas. Again, you can get the make and takes with the $30 online purchase at my store. Don't forget, you can combine that with the $50 celebration and get more free product. Whatever is in your budget, it works out well, but that $50 celebration item is just such a cool thing, because you're going to be spending something anyway, buying your stamps, whatever you like. So anyway, these are my three cards for tonight. Okay, there you have it. The Country Bouquet Stamp Set, Coordinating Punch, beautiful Designer Series paper, and my three cards. I do hope you liked my three cards tonight. I hope you picked up some tips from my video. And if you liked my cards, you can get the make and takes plus a step-by-step PDF for all three of these cards with a $30 purchase at my online store. You might want to combine that with Stampin' Up Celebration promo to get an extra free product. And don't forget about that $90 promo to join. Again, stampandshout.com. I will have all that information on my blog. You can always contact me with any questions. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked my video. Click subscribe to see more. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Don't be shy. Stamp and shout.